Radhe Krishna, my dear learners. Let's start our class 4, that is implementation methodology in SAP ECC versus S4HANA. So, hello and welcome back to SAP S4HANA learning series. In this video, we are going to understand one of the most important things in SAP journey, that is implementation methodology. How SAP is actually brought into a company. We will look at how it works in both SAP ECC and SAP S4HANA, and we will keep it super easy using real world examples. So let's begin. What is implementation methodology? First we will to learn about it. It simply means step by step instructions to bring SAP into a business. Just like how you build a new house, first plan, then build, then move in. SAP has similar stages. SAP ECC is using ASAP or accelerated SAP methodology. SAP ECC uses something called ASAP methodology, which has 5 major phases. So let's have a look onto that. First one is initial preparation phase. It's like creating a to-do list before building a house, like for setting the goals, setting the timelines, and setting the teams. Second one is business blueprint phase. So here we are gathering the requirements, like asking the family members what kind of house they want. So in the similar styles, how many rooms, what styles. So in this business blueprint phase, we are asking the client what are their requirements, what business processes they are using and how they are using. In the third phase is realization phase. This is where actual SAP system configuration and customization happens, like building the house as per the plan. So in the third step, we are actually configuring the SAP system for the client, or we can understand this like where the actual construction of the building is happening. Now the fourth stage is final preparation phase. In this, testing the system or training the users. We can understand this like checking plumbing, electricity, and teaching the family how to use appliances. Like while we have constructed the house, then we are checking the plumbing and electricity, and after checking all this, we are teaching the family members how to use these appliances. Similarly, we are testing the after installing the system, after configuring the complete SAP system, we are teaching the testing the system first, then training the users how to use it. The fifth phase is go live and support. Now we can understand this. Now the house is ready, and finally we move into the house. So in the similar way, the SAP system is launched and supported continuously. Now we comes to our second SAP S4HANA, that is using Activate methodology. In SAP S4HANA, SAP introduced a new modern and agile method called Activate methodology that is also having with 5 phases. First one is prepare phase, like we are setting the foundation while constructing a new house. Similarly, a new team is formed, a project plan is created for installing the SAP. Now coming to the explore phase. In explore phase, like we are seeing the sample houses designs to choose the best one. In the similar way, we are business processes are explored using the SAP best practices. So in the explore phases, business processes that are already defined, that are explored using the SAP best practices and are shown to the customer, that so that they can choose the processes and can modify those. It's simply we can understand this like we are seeing the sample house designs so that we can choose the best one of the design to construct our new house. The third one is realize phase. In realize phase, system is configured and extended using fit to standard approach. It's in the similar way to finalizing the house design and starting the construction. So in the deploy phase, system is tested and moved to production. After the configuration is completed, now system is tested and moved to the production. It's simply like doing the final inspection before shifting into a new house. But in the fifth phase, run and support, ongoing support is there after going live. It's like regular maintenance of the house after we have moved into the house. So key differences of ECC versus S4HANA methodologies: ECC uses ASAP, that is more document heavy and traditional. S4HANA is using Activate, that is faster, pre-configured templates and agile methodology. SAP ASAP is like building a house from zero with every detail discussed, while Activate is like choosing a ready-made modular home and customizing parts of it. So every SAP projects work across three systems, like three stages of camp testing, that is considered as SAP landscape. So in SAP landscape has three stages: development server, quality server and production server. So development server is where you build and test new features. In quality server where other test your work, and in production server the real system used by the company. So for the quick recap of the class, ECC is using ASAP, that is having 5 phases. S4HANA is using Activate methodology, that is 5 phases with best practices. Real life example we can correlate with building and living in a new house. SAP runs across development, quality and production servers. So this is the landscape of SAP. Now we are doing comparison of implementation methodology of ECC versus S4HANA. We are comparing software development lifecycle methodology and ECC and Activate methodology. So we can see that while we are developing a new software, we do the planning. After that we gather the requirements. Then we develop the software. After development of the software, we do the software testing. And after testing of the software, we actually deploy the software. And after deployment, we run the software and provide the maintenance. So this is the standard software development lifecycle. In the similar way, SAP ECC is using SAP accelerated methodology, where planning is known as initial preparation phase, where we are setting the themes and planning for the whole project. In similarly, in the requirement gathering, we are using business blueprint phase, where we are asking to the various questions to the client to gather the required information. And it is known as prepare phase. Initial planning is known as initial preparation phase in ECC, and prepare phase is S4HANA. While in requirement gathering is business blueprint phase in is SAP ECC, and explore phase is SAP S4HANA. The difference is, in blueprint phase we are asking the different various questions to the client to gather the requirement, while in explore phase we are showing the standard SAP process to the client so that they can understand the process and help modify them as per their requirement. In as software development and software testing is done under realization phase or realize phase in SAP ECC and SAP S4HANA. While software deployment is known as final preparation phase of the SAP ECC and software deployment phase of the S4HANA. And software run and maintenance is known as go live and support or run and support in SAP ECC and SAP S4HANA. So hello friends, today let's understand three important project methodology using a fun and simple example. Imagine we are opening a restaurant, yes, a delicious restaurant. Now we can open our restaurant using three different approaches. First one is software development life cycles. Second one is ASAP methodology, that is used in SAP ECC, and the third one is Activate methodology, that is used in SAP S4HANA. So let's compare them step by step, or should I say bite by bite. So first one step is planning. So in software SDLC, just like deciding what kind of restaurant we want, pizza or burgers or Indian thali. Similarly in SAP, it's called up initial preparation phase, where we set up the kitchen, tools and plan our menu. While in Activate methodology, it's called a prepare phase, where we check if we have the right SAP recipes and ingredients. Second step is requirement gathering. In SDLC, we ask customers, what do you like, spicy or sweet? In ASAP methodology, it's called a business blueprint phase, where we note down the customer's business process, like how orders are taken, prepared and served. In the Activate methodology, we call this explore phase. We go deep into SAP best practices and decide what suits to our restaurant best. The third step is software process deployment. So SDLC, now we build the kitchen and make the dishes, while in SAP, in the realization phase, we customize SAP to match our restaurant needs, while in Activate, It's called the realize phase, where we configure SAP with smart tools and automate recipe steps. In fourth step of testing, HDLC, we test every dish before serving to the customers. In ASAP, we test the SAP configuration and fix any bugs. In Activate, testing is also done here, but it's in a smarter and faster using agile methods. The fifth step is deployment. In HDLC, we open the restaurants to the public. ASAP, it's the final preparation phase. We train the staff and prepare for the grand opening. Activate, same here, software deployment happens and we go live smoothly. So step 6 is support and maintenance. In HDLC, we keep the kitchen clean and upgrade our menu regularly. In ASAP, it's go live and support stage. We solve the customer complaints and make improvements. In Activate, known as run and support, we continue enhancing SAP with feedback and analytics. So while giving the summary, we can see that the planning in HDLC, the plan step is known as planning. In SAP, it's known as ECC, it's known as initial preparation phase, while in Activate, it is known as prepare phase. To gather the requirements, it's known as requirement gathering. Here it is blueprint, business blueprint phase. Here it is explore phase. To develop the solution, in here it is known as software development. It is realization phase. It is realize phase in Activate methodology. The testing step is known as software testing in HDLC, realization phase in ASAP, and realize phase in Activate. The deployed step is known as software deployment in HDLC, final preparation phase in ASAP, and software deployment in Activate. Support and maintenance is known as maintenance in HDLC, go live and support in ASAP, and run and support in Activate. It's just a different name for the different steps having different name in HDLC and SAP ECC and Activate S4HANA, but the steps are same and the things are same, just with a little difference. HDLC is a generic traditional model, works for any software, while SAP is for ECC. It's a step by step but slower. Activate is the new smart way for S4HANA, fast, agile, and full of best practices. So next time someone says which SAP methodology are using, you will say confidently, I'm taking the SAP way, the Activate recipe. Like, share, and subscribe for more tasty SAP learning bites. So closing statement is understanding implementation methodology helps you see how SAP gets set up in the real world step by step, just like any project in our life. In our next video, we will explore migration projects, how we shift data from old system into new ones using smart tools. So if you find this helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.